And just like that, nothing fancy. We're
Nothing
here.
fancy.
We're here. We're
We're
doing
here.
this.
We're doing
Who are you
this.
gonna call? It's Tom and Shawnee again. Um,
Shooting the
doing
shit,
another.
talking comics.
Yeah, yeah. Last week
Watching
we
Paul
did.
lose his mind.
That's all the time. That's all the time.
Yes.
Um, so yeah. So last week we got through the bulk of Critter. Did a cool little flashback to why is that? There we go. A little flashback to the olden days. I still have to kind of go through the more modern stuff, but we'll figure that part out tonight. We're moving on to odds because the new stuff is really the easy stuff because I should have all that pulled. I generally pull one of each as soon as the books come in. It's like set aside, set aside, set aside, and then that goes aside. The question just becomes later: do I remember that I pulled them? Do I have extras somewhere that I pulled them again? And that's kind of what happens here. Is last week? Last week wasn't too bad. There was only a handful of books that we ended up with like really any extras as far as like the oddities. We still have the Nia Rufino holofoil. If anybody wants one of those, we still have the Steph Wilson Catbot imposter cover. If anyone wants one of those, we have one of the Stephanie Taylor cosplay covers. If someone wants one of those, just speak up. And we do have a hardcover Critter trade paperback volume 1. We have those as well. So those were sort of some of the surprises from last week, where we had some oddities pop up, and that's going to happen here too. Just putting these boxes together, these piles together, I was definitely seeing, oh, there's two of these, oh, there's two of these, there's two of these. So there's definitely going to be some stuff in here as we go through these boxes, through these piles, and basically the idea is here is we're building the BDI archive of what we keep, one of everything, so that we always have theoretically one of everything that we can go back to and say, okay,
There
this
it is.
we did this, we did this with this artist, so on and so on. What you're seeing right up here is the first Wicked West book that we did. This was actually just a preview book with black and white interiors by Allison Borges. We did these, doesn't say. We did these, I think, for our first C2E2 in Chicago. We were working on this book, and I was like, why don't we make a preview of some sort and have it ready? Because this book came out in October 2011. Not this book, but Oz in general. So this was really, really early in the progression stages, because C2E2 is usually like April, something like that. What's up, Freddie? What's going on? So we had this in April, which means we were working on this first issue like in March. So we were hustling right along. First official image of Dorothy by Allison Borges. All the fancy stuff. And I don't remember how many of these we made. It wasn't many. It might have been like 100. I really don't remember, to be perfectly honest. But it was not like a huge print run. Because again, we were just going to take them to cons and do it simple like that. So there was probably 100, maybe 200 at the most, maybe 200 of them. But once we did it, we never reprinted it again. That cover just stayed there. It wasn't used again either. So if I should find one in these piles, I will make that available. But I don't find that to be overly possible.
Oh, yeah, likely. Highly likely.
Not bloody likely. Yeah. So I am going to, Freddie, you are welcome to jump on again if you want to jump on, or whoever's watching, if you want to jump on and just chat with us. Your thing is scratchy again.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. You're welcome to jump on and talk Oz with us. We might have Allison jumping on with us a little bit later. She had some stuff she had to do, but she said she might drop in a little bit. But if you want to come talk Oz with us, you are welcome to do so. Or if you just want to chat in the comments, you're welcome to chat in the comments. We got like a ton of people already watching. We haven't done anything yet. So I have a couple of piles here that I have to sort through, just like we did last year. I'm going to sort through some stuff. Anybody has questions about Oz or whatever, let me know. This is the 15-year anniversary for Oz, for our Oz, and we're going to be doing stuff all year on Kickstarter. These are 1920s. So hopefully we'll get you guys involved in that. And then 24, 25. And then in just about 3 weeks, we are going to be doing the Oz spinoff for 22, 23 for the Ozthology, which is our we've been doing the anthology BD 13, 14, 15. This year's BD 16, but instead of the anthology, it says Ozthology because we're going to have 3 Oz stories this time rather than 3 miscellaneous stories.
Yes.
So that's the plan. 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay. Mr. Burks is here. What's going on, Mr. Burks? Omnibuses. Yeah, the omnibuses are at the printer. 22, 23. And once I get a little more definitive sort of shipping from them, I'll let you all know. But yes, we are all very excited to have those things in hand, especially because we'll have them. I'm assuming still April is going to be the is going to be the hit when they land, and there's a little bit of stuff going on in April, but not a ton, like as far as cons and stuff. So I think I should have more than enough time to like knock it out before we get to Comic Cons, which begin big time in May,
Okay.
including Ostravaganza, which is the first weekend of June. And I need to have it for that for sure. So, but yeah, we went through, for those that don't know, we do trade paperbacks like this. This is a fancy one, but we do trade paperbacks like this.
Fancy
And
pants.
yeah, that's a fancy one. And volumes 1 through 4 are pretty much tapped out. And so the decision had to be made. Do we just go back and reprint those trades and just have them individually? Or 24, 25. Or do we make a new product and do something that we have not done before and do something that is a popular thing in the comic book world right now, which is the omnibus. And I decided to go ahead and do the omnibus and get that thing on the table. So thank you to everybody who helped make that thing happen. Hardcovers and soft covers. I'm dying to see it. To have it in my hand, because they sent me proofs, right, to go over it, but they didn't print the book. Like they just sent me the pages so I could go over it like page by page,
Yeah,
like
okay.
find your margins, and this is what it'll look like on paper. So find where it all fits, and if you see mistakes or whatever you want to fix it.
Right.
And so so they're all down there, and I've been going through all of that stuff. And I felt like 23. I felt like when I watch these old documentaries about like Playboy and stuff like that, where they're making a magazine and you see them all the time, like late at night, and they're looking through their little magnifying glasses and running red lines through things like fix this and fix that. That's what I felt like. I was like, I go through page by page, like, oh no, this has to be moved and adjust the thing, and it's like, oh my god. So
every time I see that, I always think of like my old English teacher with on there with their red pen.
That's it. Yeah, this is it. This is wrong. Fix it. Whatever. Green is good. Red is bad. These are 21s. So that was a chore. Plus, we were missing files because the thing was so old. All the files were so old that I assumed that I had them, but as I just went through things, I was like, oh well, I'm missing these covers, and I had to reach out to the artists, and thankfully 99.9% of what we were missing was found. Really, there's only one thing that we couldn't find, and that was, what is this? And that was one of the covers. What is this? It's 21. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was one of the covers that we couldn't find just clean. Like it had some. It was from Aspen, and it was one of the because they would put logos on stuff. And so one of the Oz covers that they did had logos, and I was like, oh, because when we do our cover galleries and stuff, I do those clean now whenever I can. Same with like all the chapter stops. I was trying to find all the old art for chapter stops so they would just be clean. And we just didn't have it, and so I was like, well, it's not the end of the world. So we'll drop that in. But 99.9%. I'll take that for a book that's 15 years old and across multiple hard drives and thumbnails and whatever. It's now consolidated. Yeah, it's reformatted. Like it's as good as it's going to get, barring a complete relettering phase like we did with Penny for Your Soul. But Penny for Your Soul was a disaster. I mean,
even more so.
Total disaster. So I had to do that. In this case, I didn't really feel like we needed to go insane about it. So we just had to, find all the pages. HDE had to format up all of the pages, large size. And that was almost a big problem, but he figured out a way to do it. So I was like, all right, dude, that's great. What's going on, Brett? So it's going to be, I think it's going to be a great book. We're just really trying to be perfectly honest. We're just trying to kind of take our time and really make sure that this thing is going to be as good as it can for this print run, because you all deserve this. Oh, what am I doing? You all deserve it to be as good as it can be. Versus, oh look, this isn't that great. I'm like, no, this is great.
What the heck is Tom doing now, right?
Yeah, this isn't that good. What are we buying this for? No, it's going to be really good. I think you guys are going to dig it. The size of it, I'm really excited about just having a bigger book, which is going to be great. So yeah. These are all 24, 25.
All right, so slightly newer.
Yeah, see, like this is a pile. Yeah, this is a pile of the books where it's like I pulled one of each. So we're good on that. But that also means there is a little bit of duplication here, which is okay, because that just means there's potentially books for you guys to get a hold of. Ebast, anyone? Oh, there's somebody who didn't pay a bill because their name's on the back. Their name's on the back of it. It's old Shannon Mayer Aspen book. Somebody didn't pay their bill for that, so
Their loss.
we'll set that aside. Make sure I've got one.
There you go.
But I think I do, so that's not a problem. This set has been highly sought after. The Country Girl, this first one, is pretty much sold out, and you've got the other versions of it. But that was a cool set by Brian Peterson. Send him a link. Freddie wants to join us.
Yay.
Invite guest. Copy. Freddie has wisdom he wishes to impart. Upon us. Yeah.
Share with us.
Back in my day, comic books.
You kids.
Comic books.
Get you and your comics off my lawn.
Was printed on newsprint. You fancy boys and girls got them new high-fangled glossy papers.
Glossy papers. I don't know about that. A fad. It'll never last.
Freddie, I don't think your cam is blocked or something because you're all blocked out. So I think you got something, or you don't have your camera installed yet. You
exactly. He's incognito.
Yes, you can come back out and there he goes. There you got it. Now can we hear him? And we can hear him too. All right. Look at that.
No longer witness protection. He's with us.
What's going on, Freddie? How's things been since last week?
What? I've got a horrible lag.
Uh-oh. Well.
That is...
I heard you say you got a horrible lag, so we'll see how long that takes.
If you gotta jump out and come back, jump out and come back. Yep. Sometimes that's really all it needs. It is literally did you turn it off and turn it on again? Sometimes that's real.
Yeah. I had to take my computer in, I think 2 days ago, I took it into our internal tech folks because it was talking about everything was slow. Nothing was opening, everything else. So I had them kind of clean it all out. And of course, that means I had to reinstall a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, so. I had to do that too.
Better, Brody? Or still laggy?
How's that?
There you are.
We can hear you.
Yep. Question is can you hear us? Are we all frozen?
Still lagging.
Okay,
well, you can like hang out.
25-second lag going on here.
Yeah, that is a bit of a lag.
Okay.
That is a little cuckoo. Okay, there's that. So, well, you're welcome to hang out, chime in. You're welcome to try and figure it out as well. I think that's it. I think that's all I got to sort. And I'm realizing that I probably don't have the Aspen stuff here, just like I didn't have the Critter Aspen stuff. But that's okay. That's easier to figure out. And I know I have a box of Aspen Oz upstairs, the Nei stuff that she did. Yeah. So it's around. Like I went and found all the Aspen stuff I needed after last week. I went into the main warehouse and found all of that. I am still missing that Critter 8 or 9, whatever it was.
Oh yeah.
I didn't have one of those, so I got to go digging around for one of those. But sometimes it just is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, it's not good, but still, if that's the only one that you were missing from that particular run, not bad.
No. And we'll be able to get it. We'll be able to get it. This is 1920. That is 21. This is 24, 25, and this is this. All right, so doesn't look like there is much in the way, at least right now, as far as old stuff hanging around, guys. So we're gonna start the checklist mode of this.
Freddie's gonna apparently dropped out and gonna try again or do something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. He'll figure out.
We have the disappearing co-host.
Any better, Freddie?
I don't know any better.
Mr. Burke, you missed the newsprint. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think there's something to be said for the newsprint, but really the thing is that the glossy paper that we have now is what allows us to have the color and all of that we have now. Like, because you can't do it on newsprint. Newsprint won't let you do it because the colors won't separate. It'll just become this muddy because it just soaks up the ink. And that's why, that's why back in the day you had all that simplistic coloring, the dot patterns and stuff. It was just the way you had to do it because the paper
the physics of the actual paper itself.
It's the physics of the paper. That's exactly right. Exactly right. Physics of the paper. So now we get this nicer paper. We get nicer visual abilities to do things. So that's really all it is. So let's dive in. So we talked about this a little bit. The 0 issue, the preview issue is really what it is. Not a 0. It's not original content. It is just line art. There we did it. We did the letters too. I don't remember doing that, but yeah.
Yep.
So it's a preview issue. It's a 0 issue. It's whatever it is. Allison Borges came on. He did that cover for us so we could get it done quickly out to, again, I think it was C2E2. And yeah, that I still like that piece a lot. It's really good. And then I don't have a regular trade. Yes, I do. No, I don't.
Somewhere.
Or are they
regular?
at the end? Sometimes they're at the end. It depends on how I sorted these things. I don't have a regular trade, so I'm going to have to get a regular trade. Put that in here too. But we'll get to those in a minute. So here we go. Let's start the checklist here. This is what we call the original miniseries, guys. This is the 6-issue miniseries that we did 15 years ago. 14 and some months now, because it'll be officially 15 in October. Allison Borges was an artist that I found who was part of JB Neto's studio. JB Neto from Penny for Your Soul. So when I had this idea for this book, I basically, as soon as I got back home, I messaged the studio and I was like, I need somebody right now because we are going on this book. And so I got a bunch of samples and Allison Borges was one of them. And I was immediately like, that's it. That's the guy. That's the guy. So we jumped in as quickly as we could. Rob Duenas came in and did some designs for us. You can see those in the trade paperbacks. Did our logo kind of layouts and stuff as well. So this was the first time we got kind of an artistic punch on like the design aspect of Big Dog Ink. Everything else prior I had done, and it was all it was all low level stuff because I was learning all of this stuff, and I had no idea what I was doing. So Rob came along and gave us a little punch, and I started to learn things from him. Any better there, Mr. Freddie?
Yep.
Oh, good.
Yay!
I had to go out and restart my whole laptop.
Yeah. Oh, that's what we said. Yeah. Did you turn it off and turn it on again? Yeah.
There's a lot of that going around.
That's accurate. That's accurate. So that is so that's where we got Allison from, and then of course Nia Rufino had been working for us as a colorist for a couple of years on different projects, covers primarily, and she did her first ever cover for us on Penny for Your Soul, issue number 4. That was her first ever cover, and not long after that, I was like, "Well, do you want to do covers for Oz, and we'll let you do all of the miniseries. You can just do all the B covers and just line it up." And she was like, "Yeah, absolutely, let's go." So and
a tradition was born.
For sure, yes, 100%. And so she came in, and I'm gonna switch you guys. Can I do that? There we go. That way we can see the art a little more for those that are doing their checklist tonight.
Exactly. And now Freddie is once again slightly incognito.
Just move to your Just
don't
move
have
to your
see
right.
me. You don't have
Just
to
move-
see my face.
No, to your right, Freddie. Your right. What's up, Celeste? What's up, Celeste? Yeah, so Nia Arfino came on. I told her
There
right
he
off the bat,
is.
I was like, give me, I want all 6. Nia, give me all 6. Just plan to do all 6. And first one came in, and I was like, God damn, I made the right choice. And she has been, ever since, she has been the only artistic person on the book for every single issue that has been
Consistently
released.
on it.
Yes,
Yep,
yes.
Yep.
Even the letterers, we had letterers adjust. We had a different letterer for TikTok.
Mhm.
So even the letterer shifted. The right now, technically, I am too because I'm overseeing it all. But there were some issues where I didn't write them specifically. I just sort of like, we need this. You guys write them. So technically, yes, I'm still involved. But as far as just like the artistic element of the book, she's the only one that has done every single issue. So, gigantic thanks to her. We might be having an announcement regarding her later on in the year. If some convention stuff lines up properly, so we'll let you know if that's going to happen. But it's looking 70-30 right now. So as soon as that happens, we'll let you all know. Can we work a checklist? So get into the comic room. Well, at least this will serve. You can watch it back,
Exactly.
and it'll serve you later for. Hey, what did he say? Yeah. So this is all issue 1. We did have a few variants for issue 1. The first was Long Beach Comic Con, and this was the Flying Monkeys at the Bar cover. This is by Corey Knable, who had done a bunch of stuff for like Zenoscope and some other just like J Company comics. Those dudes. Yeah, see, like my credits pages were just like stupid, man. I got to know what the hell I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing.
Tom was
So that was
experimenting.
that one. Yeah. And then I need to get some bags and boards. I'll be right back after I do this. Then we went to New York that year.
Mhm.
And this was Ian Snyder with Dorothy and the Flying Monkeys. Ian, of course, was became the artist for Ursa Minor. Love that piece. Love Ian. And then we did a reprint of this book when we went to Chicago Comic Con. Wonder if this says when it happened. 2013? A couple years later, we went to Chicago Comic Con, Wizard World, when it was still Wizard World. They had these copies that Nia did a new cover for, and these were given away to the at the time. Robert Kirkman was giving away Walking Dead's, and so when we went in, I was like, "Well, why can't we do that?" He was like, "If you want to, you can." And I was like, "Okay." So we did it. So we printed a lot of these. And they just went to people as they came in, checking in with their badges or whatever, until they were gone. And there we go. So that is one that a lot of people don't know exists. It's one that I'm sure was thrown away more often than it was, put into a collection somewhere, because people be like, well, I don't know. What is this? I don't know what this is. There's no Spider-Man on this.
Sad, but probably true. Yep.
Yeah. So it's just one of those sort of oddball ones that, just what?
I still have mine in my greedy little hands. So
What's happening? Oh, there's that. Okay. I'm going to get bags and boards. Be right back. You guys talk.
station break.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I have one of those too.
Yeah.
I know I have the New York Comic Con cover.
Yep.
I know I have that one.
Yeah. I went ahead and I like to, whenever we like from the last one with Critter, when Tom talks about hard to find covers, I always end up, for whatever reason, it puts it in my head. I'm like, so I always end up torturing myself going and searching around. I found the Jesse James Comics one. So I found one in there. So yeah, so it's, we'll see what sort of condition. It says it's in decent condition, but it's supposed to arrive Saturday. So I'm excited to see what it really looks like. So
Are you the one who sniped that $30 one that I was after?
Probably. Did I manage to snag one out from underneath you, Freddie? I'm so sorry.
I think so. You beat me to it by about half an hour.
What happened? You swiped something?
Apparently, Freddie and I saw the same Jesse James comics. It is a critter one and everyone else, and I got it and he didn't.
There's one on eBay right now for $100.
Ooh.
That's pretty normal for that book. Yeah.
So the one that Shawnee got, I think, was the $30 one that I was looking at.
Yeah.
There are always times where people don't know what they have.
Yep.
You can sometimes get a deal.
It was just timing, Freddie, because I was like you. I did, like I said, I tortured myself. I looked around. Oh, hey! I saw the price. I was like,
oh yeah. I started looking right after the show was over.
Yep. So.
All right. So issue 2.
Dos.
Oh no, God! I just about had a heart attack. I was like, I'm missing a key cover. I'm not. Okay.
No.
Issue 2. Allison Borges always did the A covers. I did the B covers. I love this shot. This is always sort of part of our pitch is when we talk about what we did to the show, did to the book. We always talk about the reimagining of the witch. So instead of a broomstick, she's got the long rifle, and people usually really dig in on that. And then we have Niai's cover which has become something for me that I had not really seen for a while. And now that I've seen it, I can't unsee it anymore. And it's basically the lion just sort of looks like, why am I here? Like he just, that's his face. He's just like, what am I doing here? Like,
it is a very cat expression.
Yeah, it's just take the picture, would you? You know,
yeah,
it's that. Yeah.
Are we done yet? Are we done yet?
That's it. Exactly. Yes.
And now that you've put it in my head, now I can't unsee it.
It's there forever. It's there forever. That's what you're here for, people. That's what you're here for. Is the little things that the editors see. And then this is the one that I just about panicked on, and I'm putting it in a new back and forth because we brought on a little lady named Natalie Sanders.
Yes.
And Natalie did a few things for us over the years. I always loved what she did with the flag back here, the Oz flag, looking like it's all stitched and worn and stuff with all the different colors. Like it's so great.
Yeah, every time I look at it, I see different details. So.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Absolutely. It's a great one. It is one of the harder pieces to find, everybody. If you want one at this stage of the game, you're going to have to suffer a little bit. Yeah. Assuming you can even find one. But they do pop up on occasion, but they will probably easily run you about $100. Nothing we can do about that for you. On to issue 3, and this is when we knew we had it. Issue 3 is when we knew we had something going on. And I immediately...
This is when it became real?
It became real, yeah, because sales numbers were really good, because word of mouth was really good, reviews were really good, reorders of the book were really good, and Niai produced something that is a top 10 cover of all time. This is Allison Borges on his A cover with the Kaleidas. It was fun to add these guys in because this was something that a lot of Oz people don't, or not Oz people know what that is, but sort of general Oz people don't know what that is because they usually just know like the movies or something. So these big Kaleida guys were fun to add in to that. But this was the one. This was the one that sort of really changed it all.
Scarecrow.
It was such a huge hit, just that cover, and it brought so much attention to the book. And it's legendary. It's legendary for us at Big Dog Inc. So again, gigantic thanks to Niai for being part of this. Not just doing the job, but being part of what we do, and promoting it and having an excitement about it. It's not just a situation where Nia is like a hired gun and she does her work and then she's off. She's always, always talking about what she's done, and that was a huge help for us. And then we had a couple of convention exclusives. This is Owen Gianni, who did some stuff for what was it called? What was his company called at the time? Or maybe it came back to Image. I don't know. He did stuff for. This is where I knew him from. Was a book called Evangeline, but it was like the 2012 version of Evangeline. And I was looking at that and I was like, I think that's really good. And so we went and found Owen, and Owen did a great job. I love this piece. And then someone else that we know and love also came on board, and Jen Broomall did her wraparound cover.
Yep.
With the flying monkeys and the witch, and doing the see no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil on the monkeys, which a lot of people don't even catch. And then this is another oddity too. Anybody else notice anything weird about this cover?
Probably not.
Nope,
We've already established I'm not incredibly observant about
You don't see
things,
anything weird about that cover. Interesting. This is
I
interesting.
think you've talked about it, but I'm not
Maybe
picking it up right now.
Maybe I won't tell anybody then.
Okay.
You don't see the black bars at the top and the bottom? Like
I'm looking at it.
There's no black bars there.
Interesting.
There's black bars on the top and bottom there.
Huh.
Nobody has noticed this in 15 years?
Says the man who didn't realize he was in another comic book for 3 years. So
Well, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Basically, this was one of my first editorial conundrums because the format that Jen had given this to me in wouldn't reach the top and bottom. Right?
Okay.
So if I had blown it up to go into the top and bottom,
it would have made it look.
It would have been cutting off like this much of the cover, which at the end of the day really wouldn't matter because there's not really anything there. Yeah. So today, editor Tom would say, cut that off.
Right.
Just cut that off.
Take out the extraneous little side there because there's nothing.
Yeah. Yes. But old editor Tom was like, I can't chop up her art. So we made it like a widescreen style image with the black at the top and the bottom to offset, my fear of cutting off somebody, an inch of somebody's art. So that's what happened there.
Just letterbox it.
Letterbox it. That's it.
Exactly. Letterbox. Exactly.
So yeah. So in reality, I have the first ever letterboxed comic book cover. That's the reality.
Yet another first.
Yeah. Plenty of firsts that have been ripped off from us in 15 years. Plenty. Some of them really fast too. Which kind of pissed me off. It's like somebody's watching me. There's no way someone was going to jump on what we just did and have it ready like a few months later. Like, no way. I'll tell you this. I won't tell you who it is, but I did have somebody once who worked for another publishing company who told me, he called me one time after he'd had a meeting with his people. And he says, Tom, I said, yeah. He says, Tom, every time I get a call from these guys on a Tuesday afternoon, it's because of you, because you did something.
Because you did something.
And I was like, okay. He was like, yeah. And then he told me what I did this time, and he was like, "That is so smart, and we're gonna do it." Like he told me that. He was like, "We're just gonna do it the same way."
Okay.
And I was like, okay. I was unbothered, but I just thought it was funny that he would just call me and be like, "I got a phone call about you, and now we have to do what you're doing." I said, "Okay, that's fine. Do what you got to do, man." Oh shit! I am missing a big one.
Uh-oh.
Damn. That one's going to hurt.
Uh-oh.
All right. On to issue 4. Issue 4, Allison Borges. We're riding into the Emerald City. This was a cool issue because we got to kind of show an Emerald City that isn't what people were going to expect. So that was kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this is another interesting one. So this is Deanna Rufino, The Witch of the West. This was intended to be in my brain as I wrote this book. She was going to ride the horse of another color. The horse that when you see him in the movie, he changes purple,
right.
green, yellow, whatever. And
Yep.
so the idea that I had was, first of all, for her, just to kind of give him shades of different color, like just
Yeah.
give us that intention. But then what I was going to do on the inside was every time we saw him in a panel, he would change color. Like every single time in a panel, he would change color.
Okay.
And
Did that work out?
well,
Because I honestly don't remember. It's been a while since I've actually read the interior. So.
well, let me put it to you this way. This is the horse as he appeared in the book. The
Okay.
white with the kind of flaming hooves and all of that kind of stuff. Because what happened is when I got this cover and we got it done, it was done. I was going to use it. And we were going to do we were going to do like 12 variations of this too. Just color grade that guy into oblivion so that we really were like, it's the horse from another color.
Yep.
And then I came to the realization that that's not in the book. That is in the movie only.
In the movie.
Yeah.
That's right. Yep.
Which technically means we cannot touch that. And so when we got into the book, I told Kate, who was coloring it, I was like, ixnay on that. But what we will do is we'll make his mane and the hair on his hooves and his tail. We'll make that sort of like, colors, like, in that regard. So we can still have fun with the colors, but we can't do what I wanted to do. So that is the only official appearance of the horse of another color. I promise. This is the only one. It's not being reprinted. I promise.
Yes.
It's fine. Then we did a cool set for our third and final at that point, Heroes Con down in North Carolina. So we had Mike DeBalfo.
Mm-hmm.
Mike DeBalfo came in. This was when Mike was still doing Zenoscope stuff. So we could barely get time with him. And when we did, we put him to work. So, and Nei, of course, colored it. So we have the daytime and the nighttime versions of that. These are very hard books to find.
Yeah.
Very, very hard books to find. I'm going to put that in its own bag. I rarely ever see them anywhere, eBay or otherwise. I just rarely see them. Some of that early Mike stuff is a little brutal.
Yep.
So there's the Mike DeBalfo covers. Then this was for Phoenix Comic Con because Victoria was out in Phoenix. This is our first cosplay cover, like real cosplay cover. Wanted sign. This is a hard one to find too. We only did 100 of these. That's a brutal one to find. Then we were off to Ostravaganza for the first time ever. Invited guests of Ostravaganza in 2012. So this is Jen Broomall, the Lion, Dorothy in the Haunted Forest, signed by Jen Broomall.
Exactly.
And signed by Jen Broomall. Yeah. And then this is where it hurts. This is where it's going to hurt. Joe Linsner. Yep. Another really, really tough book to find, guys. Joe Linsner doing Dorothy Gale. However, there is a black and white version of this that I don't have.
I don't either.
And I am going to pray that it is in this box somewhere as we go along. Because I don't know why I wouldn't have one. But I don't have one. So that's painful.
Yeah, that was on my wish list for a very long time, and I just many years ago you warned me that it was just really hard to find. And it's true.
Impossible because I think there's 100 of these. No, sorry, there's 250 of these.
Yeah,
250 of these, which was normal for what we were doing back then. Which means that there were probably 100, because that's generally what he did. He'd like cut it in half. So there's probably 100 of the other one, maybe less. Yep. It might even be less than that. Because he had a tendency. This was a Jesse James exclusive. You can see his logo down there. This was a Jesse James exclusive. So he had a tendency of doing stuff like, okay, regular 250 and then like 50 of the other version. So for those that are looking out, both of those, well, all of this issue 4 stuff, man, holy cow, all the issue 4 stuff is pretty rough. Pretty rough to find. And we still got a whole bunch of people watching. So guys, if you have any questions as we're going along, you are welcome to chime in as well. Tell us what you've got. Tell us what you've found. Tell us what you're looking for. Unfortunately, very little of that is available. I might have some of the A-B covers. Very dependent upon which ones. In fact, the B covers is no. I don't have any of the B covers. But I might have some of the A covers if you're looking for any of the A covers on this original miniseries. But I'm missing another one. Come on. What are we doing here? Who's in charge of this place?
The patients at the insane asylum, apparently.
Jeez. I mean, I do have a stack of stuff upstairs that this one might be in there, but I don't know. I'm gonna write things down. Oz for Black and White Linsner. Oz 5. It's just a B cover, and I don't have it. Yeah.
No.
I don't have it. So here is A by Alison Borges.
Yep.
I like that cover, and the B cover is Dorothy in the haunted forest right there. And I don't have.
Looks like fighting off one of the trees.
Yeah, that's 100% what's happening. Yes.
Yep.
100%. Yes. 100%. And that's the cover that when we were at Extravaganza, that cover was on the table, and people would come by the table. This was my first year there, and they would see that cover, and I could see their face go, "Oh, that's not very nice." Like that was the quote that I got. Like, "Oh, that's not very nice." Like, I mean, she's fighting the trees. What do you want me to do? Like, it is what it is.
There was aggressiveness in
Sure.
There was animosity at some point in the books. So.
Man, I'm missing another one. I have a sense that I might have these in that pile upstairs. All that stuff that was when we were doing the live shows that I sorted out. I think some of this might be up there because this is just a B cover as well that I'm missing. So I think we might have it upstairs, but I got to write it down anyway. So this is 6. This is the end of the miniseries, guys. The original miniseries. We are coming to the end. Alison Borges, of course, on the A cover. The missing B cover that I don't have, or that I'm praying I have, is of course the NEI cover right there with the group shot. Trying to get it so it's not so blurry. Little group shot there. It's a nice kind of what do they call that? With like the arches and stuff in the back. Art Nouveau. It's kind of Art Nouveau-ish with the witch up at the top
the tree,
and stuff.
the tree branches knots. Yeah, very kind of little
Yeah.
Art Deco, Art Nouveau.
Yep, Art Nouveau. Yeah. So I got to find one of those. There's that, and then there was I'm gonna put this in a new board too because that stuff is old. Love this one by Jen Broomall. Just stupid detail.
Her detail, man, especially in the early days. Yeah, she was insane. She still is, but she was really insane back then.
This is cuckoo lala. Like it's hard to see on the camera, but all of that is cross-hatched and just like when you see the cover in person, you'll appreciate what's going on. Yep. But
all the detail in the canyon walls in the background too.
Everywhere. Everywhere, yeah. But when you look in here, like every one of these little strands has like like I can't. Crazy.
It is crazy. Like and my Chrome, both of them like make my hands cramp just looking at stuff.
Yeah, Mike is ridiculous. Mike is ridiculous. He does. Yeah, that's what happens with him when he turns stuff in. I'm like, what do you do? Like, what are you doing? And he's like, I know I did too much. I was like, yeah, but I like it.
We love you for it, but
yeah,
yeah.
I like it. But that's a lot, man. That's a lot.
I know.
Yeah. So we talked about the trade paperbacks.
Yep.
I do not have a regular one here. I do have them. That's not a problem. We did do, of course, the white wraparound. Jen doing her white wraparound bit.
Yep.
Right there. So we got one of those. That one is here. Then we did a reprint of this book with the Nii cover from issue 1. We just put that one on the cover for a special edition trade paperback we did for Chicago. This was a trade paperback exclusive variant cover. Again, we did that shit before anybody else was putting variant covers on trade paperbacks. That and the white wrap.
You trendsetter, you.
We did variant trade paperbacks before anyone even dreamed of that. So there was that. So there's that one. But then here's something that most people don't know exists. The first 2 volumes of Oz were also printed in, I don't remember exactly. Yeah, this is German.
Oh, it's right, the German ones. Yeah.
This was printed by Panini Comics in German with these cool, like, whatever you call these things, little flaps, and there's some art on the inside. They did. Oh, look, there's the black and white that I was telling you about right there. Dun, 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 it's right
there. It is. Yeah.
So it had these cool flips, and yeah. So the first 2 volumes, and incidentally, I was talking to these guys who did these back in the day. They also did this for Penny for Your Soul, and Scheherazade. They are interested in coming back and doing more of that stuff for overseas. So, yeah, that was an interesting moment. And I mean, they went in and redid all the letterings in German, and crazy.
Cool, crazy, but cool.
It is, yeah. And they redid all the graphics and everything, so all the graphics inside are much better than anything that I was doing at the time.
You're like, thank you.
Yeah. Again, just learning, right? I'm just learning.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, oh, look how they did that. Look how they did that, and then I learned something. But that's volume 2, so we're going to set that aside. Okay, so that was volume 1, my friends.
All right.
The miniseries. You have those. I had a few comps. They sent me a few comps of these that I have sold. I don't think I have any more than just those now. So if you are interested in those types of things, I don't believe that I have any more. But yeah.
Tom, you tease.
Oh, they even spelled my name, all of our names right too. Like, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Well, I spell my own name wrong sometimes. So, but like Allison, usually that's Allison, but his name is Allisson. So it can get weird. But they did it right. So that's good. That's great.
Yay.
Okay. On to I'm missing one right off the bat. What are you doing to me? No, I'm not. That's the 4th one. Yes. Okay. We have all 4. Okay, good. So what we did was a big honkin' connecting puzzle piece. Allison Borges. Now, when I told him what we wanted to do here, his first thing was, hey, can I kind of like, do it like Jay Lee would do it? Because he's a big Jay Lee fan. And I was like, yeah, go ahead. Like, take your style, move it into that sort of realm if you want to. I have no problem with it.
Yeah.
So you can see how it connects here. Mm-hmm. And then, there's that one. And then that one connects here. Yep. And we got that one. And then the 4th one is a little harder to find because this was a retailer thank you. Like, we sent those to retailers who ordered like 50 copies or something. They got one of those, something like that. Yeah. So there's not a lot of these out there. This. In fact, all of these are actually kind of hard to find. To be perfectly honest, sometimes you don't know why. Sometimes they go into collections, they just don't come out. Sometimes you think like, oh, it's just the A cover, but like people want them, especially when it's like a piece, like a set like that. They just want them all, and then when you get them, they're cool, and that's just what it is. So
yeah, that one I had to hunt for quite a while before I was able to track it down. So.
That fourth one,
yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I did find one,
right.
and I was very happy. Because I'm one of those. I mean, I've gotten better. I used to be a completionist, and I can't afford that anymore. So I try to. But if it is connecting covers, I really don't like having missing connecting covers. I like to have the whole sets because that just makes my little OCD happy. So.
All right. Then we had some convention variants, and oh, son of a bitch. No, we do have them good. I was almost really mad at somebody. So we also had another. That one came directly from Big Dog Ink. Like we would talk to retailers and be like, hey, show us your receipts or whatever. If you bought this many, we'd send it to you. But if they bought 10 copies of the book, they automatically got one of these, Eric Basildua and Nia Rufino cover. That was us automatically. That was their 10th copy. Just there you go. That went through Diamond and did all of that. And then we did the leather edition for New York Comic Con. And both of these, I mean, I'll just say good luck. Both of these are good luck pieces. Every now and then I will see the regular one on rare occasion. But I have never seen the black one like just come up for sale.
Yeah.
Just has not happened. Oh, I'm so happy getting these in better bags and boards. Then we had two conventions at the same time. We had one in Austin and we had one in Detroit. So Jen Brumal made these fancy belt buckle editions for us. The costumes are different too. Just patch on the costumes, but then we got new belt buckles. So that was fun to do. I thought that was kind of a cool idea. Because the down south, they like their belt buckles.
There wasn't one belt buckle. One was harder to get than the other, I think, or something like that.
They were the same. Those were the same.
They were the same?
Yeah.
Okay.
Printed the same. And then I'm putting this on a new one too. Guys, here's another good luck one for you. This was done for Detroit Fanfare. And that is Natalie Sanders. This was originally given to the vendors at the con. It was a vendor thank you from the promoter. So we did it through them, and all the vendors got them. Now, 90% of the vendors went and immediately sold them as well. So you know they've gone off into the wild blue yonder. But this is again one of those that you're probably looking at $500 if you can ever find one. Probably,
especially since it's Natalie Sanders too.
Yeah. The last one I saw of these was a graded 9.8, and it was somewhere around $2,000. I don't know if it's sold or not, but that was the last time I saw it.
Yeah, that is one of the ones I was not lucky enough to have. So
hell,
so unfortunately,
every
time I see it, it makes me sad.
Foil of that one.
There is a retro foil, yes. If you aren't concerned
yep.
about like the version of it, there is a retro foil, yes. And then this was sort of like, okay, we've made it. We're real. It's happening. And J. Scott Campbell came on board to do covers for us. That is your standard. God, all these old boards. Holy cow. They've been in boards since they were released. So we're going to reboard these things.
You're refreshing them?
Yes. There's your sexy version. Oh, this one's okay. This one, of course, we did the line art version. And then, so these were all done by Blue Rainbow. Brett Kate is the guy who helped us get those done. So it was a Blue Rainbow exclusive, but then we asked him if we could do a version of it ourselves. And he said, sure. And so I got Nia Ruffino to do us the old school sepia style for that cover. So that is our official first Big Dog Ink cover. Yeah, that was a bit of a dream come true right there, as I'm sure you can all imagine. And that was all issue 1. All issue 1, guys. Here comes issue 2, super easy. Alison Borges is back. And Nia Ruffino is back. Now, a funny story here. In the first volume, when we see Glinda, she comes in and tries to help Dorothy out in the witch's castle. And she's blonde. And it again, editor Tom, just, okay, we're done. Let's move on, get to the next thing. Then it wasn't long after we printed that issue that I was like, why is she blonde? I don't want her to be blonde. Why is she blonde? Because I want her to be red like Billy Burke from the movie.
Right.
So Glinda appears here in issue 2, and she has red hair. And I had to come up with a reason that we have different hair. And so in the story, basically we have her sitting at her mirror, whatever, and she has magic brushes that she can run through her hair and turn it into whatever color she wants. And so she's like, yeah, red, definitely red, puts the red back in, and off we go. So that's why we have that little idiosyncrasy. Sort of like when Todd McFarlane made Spawn and he kept drawing the costume different in every panel. People were like, what are you doing? There's like 2 spikes here. Now there's 3 spikes. And he was like, the costume is alive and it changes whenever it wants. That's what happened. That's what happened.
That's what happens.
That's a true story.
Fine.
True story, by the way. Then we have the Wheelers, designed by Jen Brumall, and the Field Mice, of course, by Alison Borges. This is a fantastic cover right here. Mr. Tip and the Field Mice as well, by Nia Ruffino. Gorgeous. Love that. Clearly, we were not at conventions in these particular issues. Then issue 4. Question is, do I have it? One of them. Oh, I do have them. Good. Oh, I have all of them. Ooh, baby. All right.
Okay.
That was close because those 4 are all brutal. What's issue 4? Why is issue 4 is all brutal covers? So issue 4, there is Alison Borges' first appearance of Glinda's Royal Guard and Nia Ruffino's amazing Glinda's Castle. Love that piece. Then we had a few exclusives. Well, we had actually 1 exclusive, and then 2 other people had their own. This one was for Amazing Arizona Comic-Con. This is our friend Natalie Sanders with General Ginger smoking the boys at poker. Then we had also Amazing Arizona Comic-Con. This is Blue Rainbow, Brett Kate. That is General Ginger by Jen Brumall. Have you guys
again with the crazy, insane detail?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. You guys even seen that cover?
I have it.
Yeah. I've seen it. I do not have it.
Okay. Yeah, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. And then here is an equally brutal one that I will be curious to see if you guys have even seen here. Oh, these were all for Amazing Arizona Comic-Con. All right.
Yeah.
This was Connie Valentina, who did like a watercolor piece.
Yep.
That one I have never seen.
Wow. We've officially stumped Freddie. That's amazing.
I have all three. So,
That is
I'm lucky enough to have all three. I managed to find them. So
Yeah, so the Connie Valentino was a Jesse James cover.
Yep.
The Ginger was Blue Rainbow. This one was ours.
I'm not sure where I got the Natalie Sanders. I may have had to hunt for that one, but I think the Connie Valentino in the Jen Brumel I might have gotten from you, Tom, in one of my trips out to Arizona.
Or you might have just got that one from Jesse.
Or yeah, I might have just gotten it from Jesse. One of the two, I think.
Yeah.
For me, that alone was worth the trip out. It was like,
Uh-huh.
I was
Absolutely.
like, oh yes, please. So yeah.
So issue 5, we have Jack Pumpkinhead appearing. Oh, it wasn't in issue 2. What is happening right now? Was that just a Glinda? That was just a Glinda cover. Oh no, I gotta go back now because now I'm
Uh-oh.
confusing myself.
Uh-oh.
I gotta know. I gotta know. I gotta know. Was Glinda even in this? Or did we just stick her on the cover? She is not in here. All right. So somehow we just threw Glinda on the cover of number 2. I don't know why that was. But in issue 5 is where you see the little magic brushes. Right there.
Oh yes.
So this is when we get to Glinda's castle, and then of course we have Jack Pumpkinhead appearing right there. Mr. Jack Pumpkinhead, who has become very popular. Jen Brumel designed Jack for us. She designed a lot of the stuff for Oz, and a lot of the design work is in the trade paperbacks. So if you like the design stuff, her designs are in there. Yeah, this was kind of a moment where so this is also Ginger's backstory. Yeah, this is Ginger's backstory with her and the Kaleidas, which is the story that we're doing now on Kickstarter all year long. So this has there's a lot in this issue, and this was where Allison kind of really started to really make this book his own. You can really, it's one of the cool things about the book is seeing him start, because so many of these guys, JB Neto, Jose Luis, Allison Borges, Ian Snyder, a lot of these guys we got at the beginning of their careers. And so you get to watch them like kind of where they were found. And then as they lasted,
and,
you know, over a few volumes of work, like you get to watch them really become, you know, who they were, which is awesome. Neai's Jack Pumpkinhead cover. Fantastic. And then I think the only variant, the only variant was just a sketch cover. So we did our first ever sketch cover. Dun, dun, dun. Super exciting.
Yep.
You know, super exciting. And then volume 2. So I need to get a trade paperback, but we have our White Lion, Jen Brumel White Lion, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And as we showed you before, the volume 2 German edition. So that is volume 2. Who is sending me messages? Who does not know that I am live is sending me messages?
You're not paying attention.
Yeah, I mean, what are you doing, man? Come on. Come on already. Okay, so that's not important. That's fine. Not important. You are not important, sir. Okay. Now we're into this other box I had to go get. All right, issue 6. Issue 6, more Jack Pumpkinhead. This was basically, This was basically the backstory for Jack Pumpkinhead and Tip. And Ozma, sort of the Where Did Ozma Go story as well. So we had our little portrait of Ozma there by Nia Rufino. Just those 2 covers. diving into the history of our own story now. It's interesting to develop out. And then, so this is a cool cover. It is in the story, but this is how Jack Pumpkinhead looks in the books and in the movie. Like, and I was like, I want that in our story somehow, but it's very background. But I wanted to kind of really nod to the original Jack Pumpkinhead, and then Mombi, one of Niai's best, really great. All the little flames are purple and green and yellow. Really, really, really good. Love that piece. And then this issue came with something special. And it was an artist that we found and gave work to for the first time.
Dun, 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 drum roll.
Again, before everybody else knew what the hell was going on.
We found him first.
The rest of the comic book world, you can thank me again. Shannon Mayer appears. A wild Shannon Mayer appears. And we got him to do a Dorothy Gale. And what was funny about this was we were talking about what to do. And he kept having these ideas. And I was like, I don't want that. This is what I want. And I want her on the road. I want the grass, whatever. And he was kind of against it. That's not what he wanted to do. But right. I was like, but I'm paying. So I need you to do it the way I want you to do it. And he was like, okay. So he did it. And when it was done, he said, that was really, really smart. It came out really, really good. You were right. So on. And I was like, this is the start of a beautiful friendship. Don't even worry about it. We will make beautiful music together, my friend.
Beautiful art together, exactly.
Yes. And Shannon, was around for us for quite a while, right up until we went over to Aspen Comics. So, and then of course at that point he blew up and he was doing stuff for everybody, even doing his own creator-owned stuff. So, so yeah, Mr. Shannon, we had him first.
And is that I mean, I don't know if it's as hard as some of the other ones, but that's a tough one to find too.
It's a tough one. Oh, for sure. It's a tough one. Yeah. That book came out of the blue and hit like all of these. When Shannon hit it and people were after him, they were looking at like, what's he done before? Yep. And the answer was not a whole lot except for Big Dog Inc. At that point, that book shot into the stratosphere of like, oh my God, you guys have to find this cover.
People were circling. I was like, whoosh, swoop.
Yeah, 100%. It was on.
Freddie. It was
like vultures.
Yeah, it was on. It was on collectors shows all over the place. People were talking about it. Yeah. It's a good one. It's a key piece. It is a key piece,
and it's a beautiful cover. It really
is. It is. Issue 8, wrapping up the Tip and Mr. Jack Pumpkinhead story. This is also where Niai starts doing some of her like portrait style covers that we're doing. Mm-hmm. So there is the Tin Man. Amazing.
I love those portrait covers.
Yeah, they're really cool. You can really see her detail that she does in there. So, and the expressions.
And then these number 8s came along with a couple of very difficult covers that are getting new bags.
Yes.
Mike DeBolfo returns for I want a better one. This one's not bad, but it's not. I want a better one because this is just one of those covers, man. It's just one of those covers. Fantastic. Very, very hard to find.
It's a fun one.
Yeah, Niai colored it. She put these like cool details up in the sides and stuff. Like it's a really great piece.
Yep.
Really, really good. And it's one of those that doesn't come around often. But wait, there's more. Because this one, I'd be curious if you guys have even seen it or know that it exists. This is the Jesse James exclusive using that line art.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah, I know it exists, but again, I wasn't able to get my hands on one. So, but I am aware of it. It's beautiful. So every now and then I'll see it in the wild, and I just either can't afford it or I'm not fast enough.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Yeah. So that's on my wish list. Like many others, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm glad that one is in the collection. That would have been like missing that Joe Linsner one. It would
That would have been a knife in the yeah.
not pleasant. I'm missing a cover. No, I'm not. Okay, good.
I was gonna say.
We're good.
Okay.
This just reminded me, but then I remembered. No, we already did this. So that is the next Oztravaganza cover. Jen Broomall did like an old circus style poster with all the little bonus images down here. So that is Jen jumping on again. That's issue 8. Issue 9. Issue 9 has a goof that I just never fixed. I don't know. Or wait a minute. Maybe it doesn't have a goof. Yeah, it's an it bothers me goof, but it's not really a goof.
Okay.
I know what it is, and I know what it should be, but what it is not really wrong per se. So I'll keep that to myself. It's just it's an internal thing that's bugging me. So Dr. Pipt, it's a great cover. Alison Borges, again, just elevating every time. And then the next portrait cover by Nii with Scraps the Patchwork Girl. That's just incredible. Love that. Not surprising that she killed that. That's 100% up her alley.
Yep.
And then, so this is issue 9. We had one variant cover. This chick seems to be around quite a bit for some reason. I don't know what's going on. Jen Broomall again. There she is again.
Yep.
Doing the. We went to a con with her. She came up to Mighty Con, Wisconsin for this. We had her there. And we had the dog there too.
That's
so
right.
The dog was in a crate, but we had like the top zipped so it could stick his head out, and people just could not get enough of petting the dog. I should have charged $5 to pet the dog.
You should have, yeah.
Hindsight.
Oh well.
Hindsight. Issue 10. We start to move into more of the Ozma story. Oh, don't tell me I'm missing things. Okay, good. More of the Ozma story, but also leading us into the first appearance of the Glass Cat, who will be appearing shortly in the Ozthology coming up. So first appearance of the Black Cat here. This is more of Ozma's history and leading into what we were going to do. Well, leading into the discovery of the Gnome King and leading into the origin of the Flying Monkeys as well. So there is Alison Borges. There is General Ginger by Nii Ruffino.
Another great portrait one.
Absolutely. And then there were a few variants for this one. Another one here that I will be interested to see if you guys know exists, because this one was for a retailer. I don't remember who it was. Who was it? Great Find Comics. They've done a couple of these with us. But this was, again, it's a Jen Broomall girl. You guys ever seen that one?
Never.
I haven't.
Never?
Never.
Wow. Freddie gets stumped twice.
I know.
In one series.
Well, Freddie, you are big time. You're, like you said, Critters kind of is your thing, isn't it? So
yeah, Critters my girl.
Yeah, so I'm not as surprised that some of the Oz may not be. So
Yeah, I don't go after the
Yep.
odd stuff as hard as I go after the critter stuff.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And then
And
this
I'm
was
kind
our-
of the other way around. Oz is what hooked me in the first place. So I'm big on so I go after the Oz stuff. So
that is our first ever San Diego Comic-Con.
mm-hmm.
We had a few covers for that. This was the Mike Chrome. I think this might be our first Mike Chrome piece.
I think it might be. Yeah.
Pretty sure he may have had a Penny for Your Soul first, because these series overlapped at this point. But this was early. This is early Mike Chrome. This is pre Scheherazade Mike Chrome.
Okay.
All of that. So yeah. And
If
Ulamog
it's pre Scheherazade, then yeah, because he did Penny for Your Soul, but this might be anyway. Yeah. No.
And then Nia Ruffino. This was for Blue Rainbow. Blue Rainbow did a General Ginger cover, and then they took my idea again. Remember, did it first. They did a sepia version with Nia on that one. So there's that set is available and out there. All right, then on to issue 11. There's no variants for this. Alison Borges. This is where we're getting into now the origin of the Flying Monkeys. This is where we get really introduced to the gnomes who come later. This is also where Dorothy Gale returns for the first time in a long time. So this is kind of a key issue here. Ceci de la Cruz came on to do colors for us, which is great. And so there's the other portrait cover there with the lion, which has become a big fan favorite piece. So yeah, so Dorothy returning. Dorothy made a couple of little small appearances from issue 1 of the ongoing series, issue 1 through issue now 11. She really only appeared 2 times, and they were small, quick, just sort of nods to where we were going to go, where we are right here, and we get her back into the story in all the black, where we find out that she is now the Witch of the East and the West at the same time. But part of the reason, and then of course Niai's Flying Monkey cover.
Yep.
Part of the reason that I wrote the story the way that I did was there was a whole bunch of Oz stuff happening at the time from different companies, and everything that they did revolved around Dorothy. So basically, I got it in my head that I could write an Oz story without Dorothy, and I was like, I'll show you that this can be done. And done well and work and bring us back to Dorothy, but it doesn't have to revolve around her. So for essentially an entire year, we did not have Dorothy Gale in The Legend of Oz, and the book sold tremendously well. It never fell off. People were engaged. The reviews were good. And so I just kind of did it and said, ha, and I think it came out just fine. And honestly, I think that it did more than just coming out just fine. I think it gave all of those characters, Ginger and the Tin Man and the Lion and Jack Pumpkinhead and Glinda, it gave them the opportunity to be real characters versus just side characters. And I think that's why it worked, is because they got to be fleshed out without leaning on the Dorothy archetype.
They got to shine a little bit in their own right.
Yeah.
100% right. 100% right. Yes.
People that only know the movie don't even know those characters.
Yeah.
Exactly. And people got to go, wait, there's more than just, yes, indeed. So.
And then issue 12, we also went back to our belt buckles. Jesse Witchman. We were at 2 different shows. We were in Las Vegas and we were in Pittsburgh. So we did an East and a West, Las Vegas pink, Pittsburgh steel, East and West cover set. And we are into the deep. There was 4 issues of the Flying Monkey story. So you guys got some deep dives into the Flying Monkeys. I love this cover.
Yep.
This is one of my favorite covers. With the in the books, it's called the Golden Cap. For us, it's a golden hat ring. But I love that cover so much. We tend to sell that pretty well as a print at shows.
You can see why I like the spotlight effect to it.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
And it doesn't have any of the logos or anything on it, so it's just a nice it's just a nice piece of art. And then 14, we have the monkeys again, of course, Allison Borges. We have Nia Rufino. Every single frickin' issue. Almost out of bags and boards. I realize, well, here I have more, but here I'm just about out.
In the pile right next to you.
In this pile, yeah. So now you can see the golden cap much better. The golden hat band thing, which for those that don't know, this controls the monkeys. Dorothy basically she's in command of the Flying Monkeys, but this sort of gives her sort of the ultimate control, because the golden cap, as it's known, gives her essentially 3 wishes that if when she gives a command, they can't say no. And then once those 3 wishes are used up, the connection is broken. And that's sort of the generality of it. And then here's the Flying Monkeys losing their feathers. You get to kind of really see it's the origin of her with the witch, or the monkeys with the witch, and their history. So there's a lot kind of going on in these couple of issues. And I love this too, because this was great. We did that on purpose because this is where we started, and then this is where we are.
Yep.
So that was meant to be sort of like a beginning and ending sort of set piece there. Why am I? Oh, it's right there. Why am I missing one? It's right in front of me.
They're trying to run away from you.
Yeah, and then there was a there's a variant, and I'm realizing that I have that one. Good. So there's a variant. This one was done by another retailer. This was In Your Dreams Collectibles. They had Nia do a whole cover for them. Mm-hmm. So that's one that doesn't come around too often. And then issue 16, Carlos Reno takes over the book. We get a good shot of Dorothy in the black outfit, and a good shot of Glinda there by Nii. And then this one had a variant that, again, a lot of people don't know exists. It was a retailer variant, but this was actually a retailer, like a store, made this cover. And it was Nii that they had do it. And it's a really interesting sort. I'll take it out of the bag so you can see it better. It's really interesting sort of mix of her original blue costume and like the witch's robes and hat and so on. So yeah, you guys seen that one?
Yep, I got one.
Not seen it.
Wow. See, it's one thing to say you don't have it. It's another thing to say you haven't seen it.
Yep.
That's really the surprise.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that I know about, but I don't own. But those 3 tonight I have never seen.
Issue 17, the mice infest the tunnels of the Emerald City.
Yes.
The glass cat, of course, is helping. He's helping.
helping, quote unquote. Yes.
And then the return of Jose Luis. Always loved what he did with this cover. Jose was the first critter artist way back in the day. He's come back from time to time to do some stuff for us. So he did that one really good. I think this is Nei colored this. I think. Maybe not. And this is before I was doing all the information on the back. I can see his name, but I don't see any colorist's name. Pretty sure this was Nei, but I may be wrong. I may be wrong. Then issue 18. Spoiler alert. Princess Langwidere makes her appearance. Tip and the Scarecrow by Nei Rufino. This was such a great one because I finally got to, and this is also the rising of the Emerald City. It was underground the whole time, and the mice flooded the tunnels with the intent of making it impossible to dig the city out. But water got underneath the city and raised it because none of them knew it would do that. So the Emerald City has risen. We've had a character in this book called Lisette pretty much since the beginning. And this is her right here. Right there. And she's always had this little thing on her neck that people just kind of always thought was like, that's, ornamentation, whatever. And throughout the years, we'd have people at cons when we would talk to them at panels and stuff. They'd always be like, oh, who can you bring this character and this character and this character? And invariably we would get, when's Princess Langwidere showing up? And I'd be like, oh, well, whatever. And then here we are, issue 18. We find out that Lisette was Langwidere the whole time as she goes into her hall of extra heads. And of course, that's why she had the thing over her neck, so you wouldn't see the connecting area. So nobody can tell me I didn't plan it. Can't tell me. All planned out. All planned out. Oh, also, this is the first appearance of the Kingdom of the Rainbows right there. So one of the other characters people ask about all the time is Polychrome.
Yep.
I'm looking at you, Dave. Every time. Every time, Dave.
At least Dave's consistent.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Can never remember her name. I'll look it up. Can never remember her name. She did work for Nightingale, for Wayne Knight, and we brought her over here. Livia Pastor. Mm-hmm. Livia Pastor. She's a great artist. She does some amazing stuff. She did a fantastic Dorothy Gale variant right there on the floating yellow brick road.
Yep.
So that's issue 18. And that is where we stopped before we went over to Aspen.
Yep.
Where Aspen did the reprint series. They reprinted the original 6. There's new backup stories in those 6 issues that deal with the original 4 Peacekeepers of Oz, including Glinda. So if you want those are only reprinted in that Aspen stuff. You got to get those 1 through 6 Aspen books. I don't have any of those here, but if that's something that you guys do want, if anybody wants the Aspen books, I can get you a set of 1 through 6. It's not a problem. I do have them. There's the regular covers that were just the Allison Borges covers done again. And then there's the B covers, which were done by Jesse Wichman. He did all of the B covers. So
yep.
Price doesn't matter. They're the same print run. Doesn't matter to me. However, you want a set of 1 through 6 of the original miniseries, I can get them for you through the Aspen editions. And then there were some variant covers and stuff there as well, but I don't have any of that here. So that's all stuff I'm just going to write down Aspen all and find whatever I need to find. So yeah. So then we went to 1920, which I don't have a lot of that here. In fact, I don't have any of it here. That makes me upset. All we have are some of the variants that we did. So I know I've got them. It's just, I guess I didn't pull them, which is weird. So 1920 all. I do have some of it. We have the Eric Basadua Glinda cover that he did.
Yep.
With Nii, bringing Nii back. She did covers for the piece as well, but we did that. And then there was a holofoil version of that one. And then we did all of these? No, this is not one of them. This is not one of them. It is not. Okay, that's what I thought. That's a 22-23. So that's there. This one is 22-23. Okay, that makes far more sense. So I'm missing a couple of the Emerald editions. This is where we started doing Emerald editions.
I was going to say, I thought that's when the Emerald edition started. Yes.
Yep. So there's this one and there's two others. There's one that is Joe Benitez, and there's one that is Colette Turner.
Colette Turner. Yep.
Yeah. So there's those two as well, the holofoils. And this is Kale New. And then we did two what we call retrofoils. We talked about them a little bit earlier.
Yep.
So there's the Natalie Sanders retrofoil. Same cover, just in foil.
Yep. And that's the only way, that's how I got the Natalie Sanders covers. I have the retrofoil.
Yes.
So, yep.
Correct.
Yep.
I do not have any of these for sale, folks. No, sir. And we did a retrofoil for the Shannon Mayer as well. So that was our sort of, hey, Oz is back specialty things. And so I've got to go find all the regular 1920 covers and those two Emerald editions. I thought I had another one of those Glindas, but apparently not, unless I put it into the wrong pile. So hold your breath, or it might have been that I just saw the regular and the foil and I thought I had two of them. But so hold your breath on that. Then we go to issue 21. Which I have.
Just a few.
It's a couple of issues. Oh, so I already have two of these. These were some freebie art books that we gave away. Everybody who was a backer got that with all of their backer extra goodies in there. So if you do not have one of these, in fact, here's what I'll do. If you don't have one of these and you're watching right now, whoever chimes in first and wants it, you can have them. I've got, well, one of them. You can have one of them. I need one for me. But the other one,
speak now.
whoever says you want it, it's yours, and we'll work it out, and it's yours. So I'll set this one aside. Yeah, but that one I'm keeping. So let me get some of this sorted here a little bit. There's the emeralds. Oh, yeah. Forgot all about these. Jesus, I don't have the 21s. This is all just the foils and metals. What the hell?
Is it like in that pack upstairs when you were sorting and did something else, or?
Well, there's definitely stuff upstairs, but again, it's like I don't remember pulling things. So the only ones that I have as far as the regulars go are the Brian Peterson triple set.
Right
there. So we have that set, and I might have sets of these. Maybe it would only be a couple, because this one, everybody has just bought that one just on its own. It's just out the door. So if you want a set, hit me up ASAP. I'll see if I can find a set. Otherwise, the other two I can get you. Those two I can still get you. And then we have this guy there, of course.
Okay.
Here.
Do you have
and
your
then-
Joe Chiodo one?
Well, I have the foils.
Okay.
So these were the 4 foils that we did, and I have all of these available as regular. I don't have foils of these guys.
Okay.
That I don't have. But if you need regulars of what I'm about to show you, I should have them. So again, if you're watching this back anytime and you want something, let me know. So Joe Chiodo, right back there. That's the original art right behind me. Right there, Joe Chiodo. Right there, Monty Michael Moore. You guys know him from Coffin Comics. This is all issue 21, by the way. Mike Crome and Nia Ruffino. Mr. Shannon Mayer, of course. And then we did our 3 Emerald editions. We have the Country Girl. We have the Paolo Pantalena.
That's right.
Glinda's Guard. And we have Kendrick Lim doing the Glinda or Ginger cover.
Yep.
So getting Kendrick was amazing. But then this one also had some specials. Guys, you may never find these ever. If you didn't get them on the campaign, you may never find them. That's just the reality of it. When we did the campaign, we unlocked Lands of Oz as like stretch goals. And when we unlocked them, they unlocked special retro foil editions of some of our older books, but on special colored styles that kind of go with the Lands of Oz.
Oz, yep.
And these were all printed to order. So if you did not get them on that campaign, you got to go ask Freddie. You got to buy them from Freddie because I know he got them.
I have one of each.
There you go. Good for you. Yeah.
We have the Sapphire Blue Glinda by Nia Ruffino. We have
Beautiful.
Ruby Red Jen Brumal, Dorothy Gale. We have the Black Onyx Witch of the West. And we have the Diamond Foil General Ginger.
Yep.
These were, impossible to get. Impossible.
Yeah.
Impossible. Even I know people bought extras. Because I could see what they bought. Even with them buying extras, these are books I do not ever see on the market. They're just not on the market. Either they have been sold and are gone, or they are still in those people's collections, waiting for the right moment to strike.
I went ahead and just I couldn't, just money wise, I just wasn't able to do any of those and everything else. But my philosophy was I have the original, the initial covers, so I figured as much as I would have loved to have them, it is what it is. So yeah, so I bow down to Freddie.
Yeah,
because they're beautiful. They're absolutely gorgeous.
So you mentioned the Aspen stuff wasn't reprinted. I may have misheard. Are those in the omnibus? No, the old Aspen or the Aspen stuff, that backstory stuff, is not in the omnibus. So the omnibus is just Big Dog Inc. produced things. So you won't have that. And then the only other stuff that there is there's a TikTok miniseries. And there is a Scarecrow miniseries that you can find. They're both standalones, but the TikTok one has very direct connections to sort of the entire story, beginning and end. And we're probably going to be doing those as a combined trade paperback soon, because the Scarecrows have long been out of print, and the TikToks I have very little left. So I want to get those available for people to buy, and that'll be 5 issues. So it's like a perfect trade paperback. Yeah. Doing homework, Mr. Burks doing his homework. Absolutely. Mr. Burks, are we friends on Facebook? Friend me up on Facebook. Cause I want to send you a message about your Ursa Minor books. Cause I have information for you that we can get things handled for you. So, shoot me a message over on Facebook, and we'll talk about what I've discovered for you. So let's see. Then the only thing that's left that I have are medals, which, see? Oh, you guys will be upset. I actually have 2 of each of these, except for one of them. That one I don't have for you, my friends. That one I don't have for you. But I do have 2 of each of the others. So if anyone is interested in metal covers, not the foils, metal
Yeah.
covers of Mike Chrome, Paolo Pantalena, Kendrick Lim,
Oh wow, cool.
or Monty Moore, I apparently put those away twice. And so my goof is your victory.
Potential gain, yes,
Yes,
exactly.
because all of these are going in the one of ones area. But there's those. And that's part of why I'm doing this. Because I know there's stuff around. All right. That box is full. So these are for sale. So I'm going to put these aside. You can claim them whenever you are watching the show back. So I need 1920 all. I need 21 all. And we'll go a little bit longer. We're actually doing a lot better than we were with Critter. I don't know how that happened, but we're getting
Well, second time. This is not the,
getting along. Yeah, I knew what I was doing a little bit more. That's for sure. What am I looking at? What is this? Oh, yeah. Yeah. So here, I'll show you this real quick. Here is the Scarecrow miniseries, done by Carlos Reno and, yes, Nia Rufino doing the B covers. So there's only 2 issues. There are only 2 covers each. So there's 4 total covers in existence. So if you guys want to go hunt down Scarecrow series, that is that. And then we did a couple of art books for Ostravaganza. We did 25 copies of these with the Jen Brumal original Ozma design.
Yep.
And then we did 20, I think there's 25 of these as well. We did the Allison Lear cosplay holofoil. Inside, it's an art book. It's pinups. It's covers. A collection of covers. So those are out there, existing as well. Existing. Okay, so here we go with 2223. So we call these 2223. Why do we call them 2223, guys?
because they're double books.
That's correct, because they're double-sided issues. Yes.
Yes.
It was a test, and you passed, but barely. Barely.
Well, I wasn't sure if you were asking him like, well, because there's 2 in 1. So why are we like, why are you asking this?
Is this a trick question?
It was like,
Okay, so 2223. These are 40-page books. So 1920 was a 40-page book as well. 21 was a regular 20-page book. That is where Ozma returned. This is not 2223. This is 2425. Yeah. What are we doing? Do I have these? Oh, these are in the wrong stacks. This is 2425 over here.
you lied.
This is 2223 over here. So Ozma was discovered. I won't tell you that story. You can read it. Ozma has been discovered, has been returned to being Ozma in 1920 and 21. That is the sort of the entirety of those 3 issues, is figuring all that out. So now in 2223. Oh my God! You can tell me I don't have 2223s? Joking. You're joking. Wow. I'm missing. Yeah, I'm missing.
I have no comment.
I'm missing. Oh, I have 2 of those, so that's for sale. I'm missing an Emerald edition as well. I'm missing. Which one? Oh, I did 2. Okay, I'm not missing one. So I have all the fancy stuff. I don't have the regular books again, unless they're in this pile of 2425 that I screwed up. So here we got a bunch of fancy stuff here. So here's one of the Emerald editions, Paolo Pantalena.
Mhm.
I knocked
you got
this
it,
again. Derp. There we go. Paolo Pantalena Emerald edition, Pedro Perez Emerald edition. Again, remember I have these as regulars, except for that. I don't think I have any more
Somewhere.
of these. I don't think I have Scarecrows anymore. This cover might be gone.
Of the emerald or the regular or both?
Of the regular. Yeah,
Okay.
both. But like I know I still have those Gale covers. I don't know that I have this as a regular cover anymore. I think those are gone. We did a
Which I
holofoil.
think sounds familiar because the scarecrows tend to go
Mhm.
really fast.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Scarecrow, first appearance of Queen Zixie by Carl Liversidge, and then holofoil edition, Keith Garvey. So I still should have that. And then we did some art edition books, some throwbacks. There's 3 of these. That is the Mike Chrome. We talked about detail earlier. Mike Chrome, crazy, ridiculous nonsense. There is the Mike DeBalfo from back in the day in a pencil cover, which is spectacular. It has all kinds of shading in it all over the place. Looks great. And then this one I have 2. So we have the Ian Snyder pencil work, which is it's incredible. These are printed on matte paper, so it gives the impression of like original art on the paper. It looks like it's pencil on paper. These are beautiful. So I do have 2 of these. So if anyone wants one of the Ian Snyders, let
I'll
me
take
know.
one of the Ian Schneiders. I don't have one of those.
Okay, they are $1,000. Okay, so
I'll negotiate with you offline.
that's fine. That's fine. We'll make it work.
Yeah.
Payment plans, whatever. All right, so you can't buy that anymore, guys, because it's gone.
Sorry, I snaked that one.
It's gone.
Shawnee got it.
Yep.
You have any of the Garvey front and back ones?
Do not. You got one of those. You must have gotten one of those. Okay.
Yeah, I have it.
Okay, good. Yeah, so there was so this one, guys, there's the regular edition, and then if you bought all of the books in one shot, there was a version of it where it's a flip version where you see her from the back. But I don't have any of those. I don't even have one here, so I'm really kind of bent out of shape. And that's why I'm feeling like I feel like there's a stack of stuff somewhere.
Probably. Wasn't that black and white, the Mike Chrome, the Glinda one, wasn't that from 21? Or
Yes.
is that okay.
Yeah. That was a recent.
You're just saying you had other art editions for it. Okay.
Yeah. This one was more recent art edition, but then these were older ones. Yep. Or older art, I should say.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And then we did now these are metals. Let me see what we have. Oh, dang. All right. So you're in luck again. I only have one of these. So those are gone. Do not have a metal, Carl. Those are gone. But I have 2 of each of the Garvey. One for me, one for you. I have 2 of each of the Ed Benes. I do not have this as in any version other than this. This one metal is the end of this cover in our stock. I have 1 Ed Benes metal. And I have a couple copies of the Scarecrow metal.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So again, if you want the Scarecrow in a regular edition, hit me up. I will see if I have one. But they got real low real fast. But I do have these 4 metal covers, all limited to 10 copies. So if anyone needs those, I am setting those aside.
Do you also, just for the art editions, I know you were talking about the older, so the Mike DeBalfo and the other one that I snagged, but there was an art edition for Brian Peterson, right? For 22-23, because I have a black and white version of that for the General Ginger.
There was. You're right.
Yes.
You're right. You're right. You're right. Yes. Again, we're gonna go through this 24-25. And
Okay, sorry.
Well, no, you're fine. To see if I just screwed up my my stuff, because
I just wanted to put it in your head in case it was in there somewhere, so that
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah.
In fact,
Okay.
hold on.
Oh, I derailed him.
You drove him away.
Scared him off. Story of my life. So this is just fun for me too, just to kind of go through and it's like, oh, some of the things I wasn't able to get, but that's okay. But all the stuff I do have is like, yep, there it is. That's what I was talking about.
I knew I had seen that.
Yep.
I knew I had seen that. So I'm just going to take that one. It's not number 1. It's number 19. So I'm going to see if I have number 1 around, because those are the ones I normally keep. But just in case, I don't want that to disappear and cause problems.
Yeah, because those were limited to 25 as far as I know.
They were limited to order. So whatever the order was. Yeah, super limited. Yes.
Which I have 25 on mine. So it's somewhere in there.
Yep. There you go.
Yep.
There you go. Yeah. Like this. So this one blew up. This one was limited to 40.
Yep.
But obviously, duh. Why wouldn't it? So they're all very variable, but generally speaking on that stuff, they land between the 20s and 30s usually. There we go. Okay, so 24-25, guys, 24-25. And then we're done for the evening. We will have
and then we'll see what sort of hidden gems are in 24-25 that shouldn't be there.
I don't know. I think it is actually all just 24-25. It just looks like I copy, or this just looks like I took it twice. So that will include some good stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I just have 2 packs of everything here. Let's see. That's that one. That one. That's that set. Yes. Okay, yeah, so this is all 24-25. So
Okay.
how do we start? Okay, here's how we start. So like we said before, 40 pages. This issue is really great. Well, they're all really great, but this issue is really great because we really get to, the whole issue, the whole sort of arc is, but this particular issue, we really get to kind of go back into the story and use the things that we had set up along the way to build where we are now. This is one of the few characters that we created for ourselves. She's just known as the Girl in Green. She first appears in the TikTok story, but we don't know her deal, which we find out in this story here. But this goes all the way back to the first miniseries with the fight between the witch and Dorothy, and there's all kinds of history that kind of comes full circle in order to culminate and set us forward on where we're going to go next. Yeah. So that's what this issue is. It's really good. Carlos Reno came back. He was the guy who came in for a few issues, like 7, 8, 9 or 6, 7, 8. He came in there. And then when Allison left the book at 15, Carlos came in 16, 17, 18. And then we took the break when we were with Aspen. And when we came back, Carlos came back on and did 19 through what is 25, with the double issues and so on. So consistent art all the way through. Gap Melvin on the colors. The gnomes are loose in this book. It's
Release
crazy. Yeah, man, it's crazy. So much going on. I love this book so much. And
You get some answers and you get some setup for moving forward. So it's great.
100%, 100%.
Yep.
100%. We won't spoil what's going on back here, but this is a great issue. So
I don't want to ruin it for Mr. Burke.
Yeah, that's your basic cover right there. I do have, I think I have all of these available except for 2 of them besides what's here. Because
Okay.
there's a couple of duplicates here, but beyond what's here, there's a couple of them that's going to be it, and there's a couple the rest that will have them. So this one is the first appearance of Allison on a cover.
Mhm.
Allison, of course, shows up later in the BD 14 anthology, so we get her sort of connection to the beginning of the story and the end of the story where we are now. There will definitely be more Allison. This is done by Brian Peterson. Beautiful. Then I have the Glinda cover, amazing Glinda cover by Paolo Pantalena. I have both of these available. If anybody needs these, they are both available. Glinda, Paolo Pantalena. And then I have, well, we'll show you this one. This one was a retailer exclusive done by a guy named Whiskey Paint. I do not have any of these. You would have to find Preston Poulter, who made these. He sells them at cons and stuff. If he's got any, that's who you have to talk to is Preston. I don't know if he's got any. This is a couple of years ago now, but that was done by Whiskey Paint as an exclusive for his company. And then we have 2 copies here, but again, I have more of them. This is Travis Starling, horizontal cover, Glinda's Royal Guard. That is his first BDI cover. Sort of supposed to be like a Charlie's Angels style sort of layout there. So Travis, we have those. Elias Chitsaudis, this is his first cover for us. I do have very few of these. I have one extra one sitting right here, but I do have some more of these. If anyone needs that one, let me know. First come, first serve. They won't last long. Nia Ruffino, of course, does her covers, as we've been telling you. There is her General Ginger cover. Anybody know what that's an homage to? This is a really deep cut, which is the way that I like to do them.
Nope. Yes.
You got me on that one.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay. Then I'm not telling anybody because that'll be that'll be good trivia. That'll be good trivia. Yeah. General Ginger. So there's those. All of those are available, guys. All those are available. I should have multiple copies of those. Then I have these. Actually, this one. We did the Good Witch and Bad Witch set.
Mel
by
Milton.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Beautiful set. We only sell these as sets. I think I have about 5 or 6 sets left. That's it. 5 or 6 sets left. So if you want a set, again, that's an ASAP set. So there's that one. I don't have any here, but I do have them. Now, these are the 2 that I think this is all I have for you. So if you want them, oh, shit. Yeah. So if you want them, oh man, hold on a second. Now I'm.
Uh-oh.
No, we're fine. We're fine. Okay, we're fine. I panicked for a minute. Up first is Joel Gomez's first ever cover for us, The Wicked Witch of the West, with colors by Wes Hartman. That's a beauty. I have one officially 100% right now, because there's another one over here that we're keeping for the archive. But beyond that, I think I might have a couple more on that one. So if you want one, hit me up on The Witch of the West.
Is the archive one the flip cover, or is that?
We have both. We have both. in the
Okay,
archive.
you both did that. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And the ones
Uh,
you have available, that one you have is just the regular one.
Just the regular. Yep. And then this one, same thing. Now this one I can see has a little tick on it, so it'll be a little bit cheaper. It's got that little spine tick on it, but that is Mike DeBalfo returning again for Dorothy Gale with Nia Ruffino. It's got a little tick right there. It's very hard to see, but it is a little tick right there. So The last time I sold one of these, it ran about $60. We do it for like $30 because it's got that tick on it. So I have one of these. This is it. This will be the last one. I will not have any more of these unless there happens to be like another damaged one somewhere. Sometimes damaged ones are in different piles, but as far as like a clean, minty, fresh, good book, no, sir. This is all I got for you is that one book. And then, so let me see. These are all the archives. Okay. And then we did a couple of artist editions. We did an art edition for Mike DeBalfo. That is not available. And then we did one for Jesse Witchman. And that was one of his covers for Aspen with the witch in the background doing a little high noon business right there. Neither of those are available. Get out of here. Get out of here. And then we do have.
Don't touch.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. Then we have foils. I think I have. Oh, I don't have that. I don't think I have those. These I have. Pretty sure I have these, guys. I have an Elias holofoil. I have a Nei holofoil. I'm pretty sure I have those still available. Let me know. And then I know I have very limited quantities of the Emerald editions for Paolo and for Mike DeBalfo. I mean, like I'm talking like 4, maybe, like super limited on those. This one I do not have. That is a Keith Garvey piece. I do not have that. I'm concerned that I don't have the regular copy either. Like for the archive, because it's not here. Oh shit, that's mine. That's a 1.
That's yeah. Never mind.
That's a 1. Oh, maybe all these are 1s, and that's why they're here. Yeah, of course, these are 1s. These are why they're here. Yeah, no,
okay.
Duh. But I have these available beyond my 1s, so you can see what I'm talking about. We keep all the 1s. So I have all of those, possibly limited quantities though. And then I do not have these. We did the retro foil Scarecrow. I do not have those. And we did a retro foil Dorothy from Aspen. I do not have those.
Okay.
All right. And then the trade paperbacks, of course, there's a volume 5. Why don't I have a volume 4 in here?
Was there also a 10-year anniversary edition of the 24-25, or is that something? Do I have that mislabeled? So
10-year anniversary.
there was one. It's by who's it by? Justin Hunt.
Oh yeah, the diamond cover.
Yes.
Yeah. 10th anniversary diamond by Justin Hunt. Yeah, he did Oz, he did Critter, and he did Ursa Minor. And there is one. There's a regular and there's a foil, and I don't have either of them here. It looks like so.
Okay, but they're in your pile somewhere. So
yeah, I've got those set aside somewhere. Yeah.
They're just fun to show up. They're just fun to show off. So
yeah, I'm an idiot. I just realized that there are 2 piles of books upstairs that are these books, like not these what I just showed you, but the stuff that I'm missing. Like I know it's up there now.
Okay.
That I completely forgot to bring down. Yeah, so most of this I'm going to be okay with. But yeah, there's a Justin Hunt. So for the 10-year anniversary of Critter, Penny, Ursa, and Oz, he did these cool diamond, background covers with the characters. And then there was
because you went over the one for Critter, I remember. I think, or did you?
Yeah.
So just remind you.
I think we did like 100 of them or something, and then there were like 50 foils or something like that.
Yeah.
Something along those lines. So if you guys are interested in those, I probably have regulars. I do not have foils.
Gotcha.
But regulars I probably do.
Yeah, you did 150 of the regulars for the Oz ones.
Oh, right, because we did it. That was those were for like CBSN. They were CBSN things that we had done. Yeah. And then so trade paperbacks. There's a trade paperback for volume 5, but this is the Kickstarter trade paperback. So if you bought, I don't remember exactly how it worked. I think if you spent $75, this was tossed into your
Yeah.
package, because we had printed the volume 5 just as the normal cover, which I have to get to put in here too. But that's the special Glinda cover for that. That was a Kickstarter exclusive there. So there is that guy as well. Yeah, and then I think that's all she wrote, folks. That is all she wrote. And then it won't be too long. Oh, get in this box. Won't be too long before issue 26 is off to the printer. Whoa. And then, like I said, in a few weeks, I got to decide. It's either going to be the 21st or the 28th. I haven't really decided yet. We'll have the Ozstravaganza or Ozthology book
Yes.
launching, which will have the first appearance of Overman Anu and the Invisible Bears of Vo, with first-time artist Samir Samau, colorist Sean Lee. It looks so good. It looks so freaking good. It's almost done already. And the Glass Cat, done by Sergio Rios on the art, Todd Vertice on the colors. That's already finished. And then the first appearance of the Silver Princess of Oz, which is being done by Allison Borges. He is coming back for our 15-year anniversary. He's going to do that 10-page story. Nia Rufino is doing the Silver Princess cover. Asher B is doing the Glass Cat cover, already finished. Those of you on Patreon have seen that. Yep. Lots of new people are joining us as well. Amazing Scarecrow cover going to be part of this. Pablo Verdugo Munoz, who just turned in his Goth Day cover, is now also doing a Wicked Witch of the West cover for this, which will be ridiculous. We should have those lines probably next week. And then the main cover is done by Jason Hare. He's been doing all of our connecting covers for the BD anthologies over the years. This one has a little bit different design, though. It's kind of a tribute to old school comics from back in the 70s. But that one came out great as well. We still have to get Overman a news cover. I have the list here somewhere. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, yeah. Eisnendo Adamar has a great Dorothy Gale cover as well. The Scarecrow cover is being done by a new artist that I found. His name's Enkaru. And yeah, that's basically that's all she wrote. Yeah. But it's going to be great. The book's like borderline finished already. It looks amazing. Cool. So it's going to be a very fast turnaround. And then that'll take us into Goth Day, which will be May. The final issue of Goth Day. CB Zane's already working on that. He's got the first, dozen pages or so laid out for that. So he's working on those lines. We already have covers coming in. Pablo Munoz has turned in his Scarlet cover. We have a new character, Freedom, by Narcio Sousa, Lakeland by Lene Dye. I can't talk about those guys until they're happening. New artist Zach Raw did a rookie cover. Oh, I definitely can't tell you about that guy. No. So there's 3 rather large names that have said yes.
Very nice.
But I have not yet seen layouts or anything yet. So we're not going to get the hopes up yet.
Until it's a little more official.
Once I see some roughs, we can let people know what's happening.
Gotcha.
But one of them specifically is like, how did that happen?
Like a little bitty bucket list for you, because I know Joe Chiodo was like a huge thing for you.
100% bucket list. Like, let me tell you about this. This guy.
What you can tell us about it.
This guy,
Mr. X.
I have loved this guy's stuff since forever. Like forever meaning back into, I can't say anything. Back into his redacted days.
Okay.
I've loved his stuff, and he's been around. He does his own creator own stuff as well, and he's just been around, and he's incredible artist. And I would go on Facebook over the years. Well, I follow him on Facebook, so every time he posts stuff, I'm always like, "Screw you! You're too good. I can't deal with this."
So you'd stalk him throughout the time.
I stalk him, totally stalk him. Yeah. Every time the book would come out, I'd be like, "God damn it! Now I have to up my game again," because I love the way he writes as well as how he draws. So I'm like, "God damn it! God damn it!" So I would stalk him, and every now and then I would just like throw messages out, like through Facebook. Just like,
I still think you're awesome.
And a lot. Here's the crazy part is about 6 or 7 years, maybe it was right before COVID. Like 6 or 7 years ago, he messaged me back, and he was like, "Yeah, we could probably do that, yeah." And I was like, "Holy shit!" And then everything just sort of, crumbled, and COVID came around, and
and all the other drama happened, and just
yeah.
Yep.
And I just sort of like forgot about it. Like I literally forgot that we had actually had real communication. And so last year I started waving flags around again to artists that I'm like, "Over here, come on over here." And so I punched up his thing, and the old message was there, and I was like, "Oh no." And so I felt bad. Like I was like, if I message him again, he's going to be like, "Well, this guy flaked out or whatever."
Yeah, exactly. He ghosted me.
All right, no, I'm just going to do it. And so I did it. I just messaged him again.
Yeah.
And like about a week later, he messaged back, and he was like, "Oh yeah, probably like March." And I was just like, So the message is to you creators out there: don't be afraid to just give it the old college try.
Reach out and try.
Because between this guy and the other guy and the other
guy,
like they're all dreams for me, like monumental dreams for me that I just literally just was like, "Huh?" And the other one, who I can't tell you, he's for next year, but he's going to do it this year, but he's for next year. The other guy, like I messaged him in 2013, and we had gone back. He didn't say yes back then, but he was talking to me back then in 2013. Yes. Yeah. Like he was like, "Well, I don't really." He
became aware of who you are.
Right. I don't really know. I'm not really sure. Oh, no problem. It's not a big deal. Blah, blah, blah. And then just gone. And so I reached out to him last year too. And when I pulled up the message, the old message was still in there from 2013. And I was like, "Oh, this could be good." Again, this could be like really good or bad. But the fact that, again, that if he brings up his message, he might see the old one that might work in my favor. And so, I told him, I'm like, "Well, it's going to be our 15-year anniversary, blah, blah, blah." And he was like, "Oh, that's amazing. Congratulations." And he was like, "Yeah, I think I probably can do something, hit me up and at this time and there should be a space." And I was losing my mind. I was like, "You gotta be kidding me. What is going on right now?" Because I just kept reaching out to these people that I have loved forever. And I keep getting yeses.
That's awesome. And I think I'm happy with you too, because for all the crap that you have gone through and everything else. So I think this is like, it's nice to have the other side now. You're getting a lot more positive and some of the amazing things that you've been wishing for a long time. So this is, I'm really excited to see who these people are and see the art. So.
Oh yeah. For sure. Yeah.
And good things come in threes. 1, 2, 3 mystery.
I know, right? Literally. Yeah. Like 2 of those names for Goth Day, 90% they're going to happen. Because they're people that we've worked with before, that they are large names. And then the new one is just like, maybe he said yes, but maybe
he said yes, but we'll see what happens. Yeah,
we'll see what goes down.
Because we, of all people, know life happens.
100%. Yeah. And the one
Freddie
guy
and I are sending good vibes. So
the other guy that I was talking to from 2013, when he told me his schedule, it didn't even, in my mind, it was like, okay, he just knows that that's the schedule. But then, because he's a big Marvel guy, he's been doing Marvel forever. Okay. And right after he said, yeah, contact me like, the end of February. or into March. I was like, sure. And then like, I don't know, about a month after that, there was a big promotion dropped for him doing something for DC. And I was like, oh, yeah, you do that. Like,
Yeah,
you
never mind.
do that. Take care of that. And then when that's done,
I'll just be back here in the wings, hanging out.
I'll be over here when you're ready. Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
like it's a big thing that he's doing for DC.
Okay.
So I was and when I saw it too, I was like, son of a bitch, that's really good, man. And bring that colorist, because I want that too. I want the whole package, of
Yep.
what I'm seeing right there. So yeah, so it's been really great, and I think these guys will be well recognized, and I mean, honestly, I don't even care if you know who they are. This is personal bucket list stuff for me, just to be
That's
able to
enough,
say
yeah.
I did this happened, and I've got it in my like I've got Ryan Otley over here. We got Joe Chiodo twice. Like, I just want it here. I just want to be able to say I did it. So yeah, I'm really hopeful that those specifically those two new guys will pop in, and it'll all be groovy. So, but that's that, guys. And then I'm off to Oz in June. And then potentially, it's still potential. I don't know what these conventions are doing, but they sure do take their time nowadays. There's a convention out west in July that is like 2 weeks before San Diego. And so I'm looking to go out that way so that I can meet some friends along the way that I haven't seen since high school. So we're looking to make it a big trip. And then once I'm in Reno, after that con is over, it's about 12 days till San Diego. And I'll just cruise down, California, and just kind of take my time. And I want to go to, I have to figure out where it is exactly, but it should be close. They filmed The Howling up there. Like, there's a campground where they filmed The Howling.
Oh, yeah.
And all the old cabins are still there. So I'm gonna see if I can go spend a night at the Howling camp as part of the trip. And I know I won't sleep. That'll be, there's no chance I sleep. Any outside noise is just going to be what
was that?
Yeah, that's not going to be good. But I want to do that, and then I'll just cruise down and land in San Diego. And we're not going to booth this year, but
Right.
I'm going to be wandering. I'm going to be going to the AP booth and chilling out with them. Dren Publications, who we did the Plan 39 from Outer Space, which I've been told is shipping soon. So keep your eyes and ears open for that. I'm going to go to their booth and do a signing for Plan 39, which also Plan 39 number 2 will probably be, I'm guessing, July-ish, something like that. So keep your eyes open for all of that.
Okay.
So I'll be there, and then the rest of the time I'm just there, seeing people, meeting people. I haven't been there. I thought about this. I haven't been there in like 10 years, like something like that. Is like that's how long I've been away from Aspen now. Like, that's crazy. I think about that. It's been 10 years since I was with Aspen. That's wild.
Yeah, what was it? 20?
Wow.
15, 16, 17
17,
were
yep.
my years. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's like 9 years. So yeah, so we'll go see all those guys. I haven't seen them in forever. It's just going to be a good sort of like get back into, the vibe, get some FaceTime with people. And, that's the place. Honestly, it's the place to be for comics, as weird as it sounds, but all the publishers are there, the editors are there. So if you want to go talk to people and pitch yourself and stuff, like, that's the one. It's not even New York. New York barely has, any of the comic publishers anymore. So
Wow. Okay.
San Diego is like, there's some of them, but it's not like San Diego. So
I mean, like you said, for running a table, it's hard and everything else. But for some of the other things, there's still a lot of benefits to it, even though it is expensive.
100%.
Yeah. So,
And I would go, like, we've done it before. We did it a couple of times on my own, but there's just no way to do it this year because we're just too close to it. But while I'm down there, I could look at like, hey, what do you have for next year? Because when we went there the first time, like, really surprisingly, they were like, yeah, we got a table, take one. Like I thought it was going to be really difficult. All I ever heard was it's so hard to get in there, and I was like, we got it. Well, I mean, granted, it was just a table, right? It wasn't like a space, because those you can't get into very easily.
Right.
But you know, I think that we could easily get a table again. Because like even Polito is basically right where we were when we were at San Diego. He's just on the far corner side, whereas we were like in the middle there. So
yeah, they seem to put some of the bigger independents kind of, and that's the area because you know Billy Tucci and Coffin Comics are right there.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. Yep. And he just took over 2 booths there.
Yep.
And yeah, so
big surprise there.
so you know, my pitch to them is like, look, you got those 2 there. Give me the 2 on the other corner, and we'll have a nice matched set.
There you go.
You know, we've got banners, and we'll make a big deal out of it, and you know, we'll make it work. We'll make it work.
Yep.
You know, so we'll see what they
you jogged my memory. I forgot it was 2015. It was our first con, first time at San Diego. Ran into you when you were with Aspen, and that is actually where I got the J. Scott Campbell Legend of Oz, the original, and the else. And later on, I think I don't have the Nii, of course, but I have the other 2, and you also gave me a package deal. I have the black and white, so I got all 3.
Nice.
So
excellent.
Yeah. So
I had,
that was the beginning of a beautiful friendship. So thank you.
That first year there, when we were by ourselves, there was stuff like on the. How did this go down? Because somebody brought me something. I think it was just I was talking on Facebook, and I was like, "Oh, hey, you know, I want this McFarlane like Red Riding Hood figure. Anyone brings it to me, and we'll like trade books." And somebody brought it to me at San Diego. They're like, here's the figure and whatever, and we traded for a book. So I was like, yeah, awesome, cool. And so then I realized like, okay, this works. And so I started telling people like, bring me a Voltron lanyard, and people would bring me Voltron. That way I don't have to stand in line for anything, you know.
Yep.
So yeah, it was an interesting it was an interesting experiment that went over quite well. So I'm excited to go back.
I'm excited. I'm happy for you too, because I mean, tabling is one thing, but being able to take that trip down, it's a little more relaxed, and I think you'll have more fun being able to be I don't want to say an attendee, but yeah, hang out with everybody and get that time to be able to connect with the others. So that's not an opportunity you get very often. So.
Yeah, because when we went down there the first 2 times, was it both times we had them? Yeah, I think both times we brought Aaron and Carrie, my editor. They came with us, and so it was me and Kim and them. So we had 4 people in an 8x10 booth, or a 10x8 backwards. So it was a small place, but because we were all there, we could all rotate, and you know, somebody go take an hour, and then it kind of worked. So if I were to do San Diego again, it would be a situation where I would need somebody to like come be here, especially if we had more space. You
need a booth babe or 2 to kind of help just facilitate.
100%. Yeah. So we gotta plan ahead. But when I'm down there, I'll ask them like, what can you do? What, you know, because I'm willing to come be big, you know, within that space, if that's an option. If you want me to grow into the space, I can do that too. You know, just tell me, take this space, and then next year we'll see what that is. I'm happy to grow into the space. It's a big trip for me because I'm out here, but it's you know, we'll see how it plays out. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can tell you.
I'm just excited that I get a chance to see you and say hi.
Oh yeah. We'll go over across the street to McCormick's, get some food out there, because I don't remember the last time I was out in San Diego outside of like when the place just floods the people out at the end of the night, and it's impossible to do anything because you have, you know, 30,000 people in the Gaslamp Quarter, and it's like, yeah, we going to get a table in about 2 hours. No.
Yeah.
I'll pass. Go to my hotel. That's fine. Thanks.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
And as sad as I am that my friend is no longer tabling there because he sold his local shop, which is fine. He retired. and everything else. But I got tickets, so I'm actually kind of looking forward to just being an attendee again. It'll be fun to be able to do it and be the in and out privileges of not having to worry about working a booth and just wandering around and being able to see a little bit more of the con sometimes that I normally do.
Yeah.
It's a trade-off.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that I know that still go down there. So it'll be good to kind of see a lot of people.
Yep.
So yeah. And it'll just be a big, long road trip.
Tom's road trip. Where he
should be
doesn't
good.
quite hate everything, but close.
Yeah. I'll hate the first 3 days. And then once I'm in Utah with a friend of mine, it'll be good. And then I'll be in Reno the next day. It'll be fine. The con, it'll be fine. Go to the Howling Camp. It'll be fine. Couple of days down, that'll be crappy. And then I'll just be down in Southern California with more friends and,
It's the friends. Yeah. As long as you have the.
Yeah. Cause I haven't
people
seen
to
these
live
guys in like 10 years, all of them.
that'll
One of them, my friend in Utah, I haven't seen since we graduated high school. So that's
wow.
1990.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's funny. He emailed me. I don't know how he got my email. Well, I've had the same email my entire life, I guess. But he emailed me and he was like, "Hey, you ever come to Utah?" I'm like, "No, there's nothing there." He's like, "Yeah, I know, but I'm here." I was like, "Okay."
Well, something's there.
Yeah, so something's there. Yeah. And so I haven't even talked to him like through email for like probably 5 or 6 years at least, pre-COVID for sure. And then when I realized there was this Reno show, and if I had to drive, I was going to go right through Utah. I was like, "Oh, well, that works." And so then I went to look him up on Facebook because I thought, well, that'll just be easier. We can just message back and forth. So I found him on Facebook, and he has an account, but like there's nothing there. It's like he started the account and just was like, never mind. And there's a picture of him from high school, like from when I knew him in high school. That's his profile picture.
That's
So,
hysterical.
Yeah. I was like, so I friended him. I was like, I'll friend you up. But I don't think he's logged onto Facebook in ever.
Forever.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So that was pretty funny. But yeah, I was like, okay, well, we'll go see him. We'll go to Reno. I got a friend in Reno. I got a con in Reno. There's gambling in Reno. That's a 3-peat right there.
There you go.
I'm down. Yeah, I'm down for all of that. And then, and it's Reno. So, I can go to the Reno 911 locations. Like I can do
There's a lot of little wins in there. Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
So,
cool.
so that's the plan, everybody, for
Alrighty.
through July anyway. And then, there's books too happening. So get ready for all that.
Gee.
Tom's a traveling man.
Yeah, apparently so. Apparently so.
Any plans for Camp Crossover or any 365 books in 27? I know 26 is pretty booked.
26 is relatively booked. A lot of it depends. I think I've decided to push the shark book to next year. Just with the chaos of the travel now and everything else is like, I don't want to rush Jason drawing it. So that's probably going to get pushed. So that could leave a potential opening for a small book. And so I've had some thoughts about what it would be and how and when we do it. So there's definitely a possibility this year of a Camp 365 thing. And then next year I had kind of planned to do a big camp story, but if I'm pushing the shark book next year, I don't think we're going to be able to do that next year. So the big camp thing might push one more year. So yeah, but yes, the answer is yes. There's things around that we'll do some small short story stuff. Yeah,
you can see it, Freddie. Just ticket in
yeah.
there. So.
Well, I already have a cover for it. Like it was a cover that I did. It's an homage cover. I saw it and I was immediately like, I know how to do that. And so I gave that to Jason to do the homage on it, and he was like, "Yep, done." Knocked it out. It's great. So we have a cover for something. Camp Crossover. I just have to figure out like
no story yet or interior art, but we have got a cover for it.
No, but we got a cover. Yeah, we got a cover.
Yeah, that's the important thing.
It was too good of a cover for me to forget and lose it, and then we wouldn't have it. So I just was like, let's just do it. We'll use it whenever we're ready.
Just never ceases to amuse me when that happens. It's like back with you.
Yep.
It's like
Yep.
like the acorn that the oak tree comes from.
Right. Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, those are out there. There's also a Mujay story that is being developed.
Oh, fun.
It will not be for this year.
Yeah.
For Cow Appreciation Day. It will not be this year's Cow Appreciation Day, but there is a very real Mujay short story coming with a new bad guy, and a potential for an expansion of that concept. I don't know where that came from. I have no idea where that came from, but one day I was reading. Oh, I know exactly where it came from, but it evolved out of that. I got this weird comic. I won't say what it is because then it'll kind of spoil some of it. But I got this thing and I was like, this is kind of funny and weird and kind of strange. And I immediately was like, I could put Mujay in like all of these little short stories and it would work with
Okay.
minor tweaks. And so that's where it kind of started in my head. I was like, oh, let me just do this. And this would be kind of fun and funny. And then as I was developing sort of that idea, it got bigger. And I was like, well, the villain, what? Yeah, that would be a great villain. Like I've never even heard that name used before. And, it just kept spiraling into something else. And then like the expansion of the universe was like, it's just the brain just keeps going and going and going. And I'm like, I just got to shut it down sometimes. Like, no, I got shit to do. Stop it. And so, that's where things just kind of get pushed aside and, they hang around until the right moment. But,
And this is the other reason Tom owns stock in the legal pads.
the legal pads. Yeah. Yellow legal pads stock is up 800%. Because Tom buys them and all the creators see him using them. So they buy them because clearly that's the way to do all the things.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of those little projects. So like next year, the BD 17 anthology is going to be all Critterverse.
Oh,
so
cool. Okay.
because we're going to do Critterverse all year long. I'm going to be doing books. I've talked about Lori Calcaterra doing Lone Stars, CB Zane doing Tomcat and Tiffany. The third one that has not been announced yet is The In Crowd. Will be done by Pat Shand. He's going to be coming back to those guys and Slipstream and all that. So there's those. And then the anthology, I have one story is going in. It's an old short story that was done by Keith Thomas before he passed 12 years ago, whatever it is. It was, he wrote it. It was finished. All the art's done. It's done. And it's Critterverse story. So we're going to put that in the book so we can finally put Keith's final work in, final work for us in. Yeah. So we'll have that. And then I have another guy tapped to do one of the stories. And then I have a third that either I'm going to do or I'm going to give it to somebody else. And we got to just decide on what that one will be. But it'll all be Critterverse stuff. And then I'll have the main Critter story going next year. We'll have the 3 spin-off one-shots. And then, the Shark book will be next year, kind of in the middle of all of that. And, we'll figure out all the rest
little palate cleanser
from there. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Because I want that damn Shark book out. That's the other problem. That Shark book has to get out. I can't sit on it anymore. It has to get done. So next year is fine. I have no problem with that, but it can't be in my head anymore. It has to get out. So that is 100%.
It's starting to eat your brain. I can tell.
It is. It's completely 100%. I can't. It can't be sitting there this long.
If Tom sits still too, you can see the fin.
saying it's the worst. Well, and especially when I keep having these other ideas. It's like shit. I got to get these done first before I can do the other stuff. So. Yeah, so this is a lot of big writing this year. A lot of big writing to be ready for next year, for all the Critter stuff and the Shark book and whatever else. But the Oz stuff is going great. Allison Rodriguez is doing an amazing job. The book looks fucking amazing. I can't believe the luck of stumbling into him. And then all these new guys on the Ozthology, like. it's all great. It's all great. So, and then all these new artists for covers, like it's all going the right way. Growth. AP is still doing all of our stuff. So they're real happy about it. Rookie just came out last week. So it'll be about 3 weeks, and Critter 11 will be on the rack. 11? Is it 11? Yeah, I think it's 11. I think it's 11, and it's the Penny crossover. Those 2 issues of the Penny crossover. So 11 should be out in about 3 weeks, and we're just cruising along with that. And then after that will be Electric Youth. After that, Critter 12. After that, Slipstream, and then so on and so on. And then they'll have AP trade paperbacks in there along the way as well, because there is an AP version of Critter Volume 1. So you guys can get that at your store, or you can get them from me, whatever you want. But yeah, that's where we're at. And then, like I said, Plan 39 from Outer Space. We'll do issue 2 probably this summer, maybe July, August. And then issue 3 will be the wrap up, and that'll probably be like January next year, and that'll be the series for those guys. That's it.
Awesome.
That's it.
Cool.
So we'll probably drop back in here next week and figure out some more checklisting for you guys. We'll probably do either Penny, which could be a disaster. It could be a
What do you mean could be? It's going to be
disaster.
It's going to be a disaster.
I don't know if I'm prepared for that. So we might just do a lot of the smaller things like Antoinette and Camp Crossover and Lights Camera Jungle and Kaiju, and just kind of get some of the randomness done and out of the way.
And get yourself mentally prepared for Penny.
Yeah. Especially since I know I'm missing books. It's gonna hurt.
That's gonna be an emotional roller coaster.
That is gonna hurt. So Shawnee, I have your book here. I will bug you about that and the other stuff you were asking about. We'll figure all that out.
Cool.
And again, anybody watching it back, whatever you saw tonight, if you have any questions, hit me up. If you want any of the books, hit me up. I will see what I have. And next week we'll get a little weirder next week. Next year.
Yeah, next year, next week. Tomato. It's like
it's all the same.
it is.
So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for everybody in the chat. Appreciate you.
Yes.
And we'll see you all next Thursday.